Welcome to Venture Creation, a place where students of Rochester Institute of Technology can give birth to bright new business ideas. Meet Mike and Herschel and follow them as they try to make a successful startup. This is the story of JavaSkinZ.
JavaSkinZ are reusable coffee sleeves, but they have a twist. So they're not just a neoprene sleeve that you put on a coffee cup.
That works through phase change material. Phase change material being material that goes from solid to liquid and then liquid to solid again. And in this process, you put the sleeve around the coffee. The coffee is hot, so the material absorbs the energy from the coffee. Then the material releases it back into the coffee, making the coffee hotter longer. It keeps the coffee hot for 15 minutes versus 30 for a normal coffee cup.
So we were taking this class called Experimental Methods in winter quarter 2013. We had to do a proof of concept experiment. So Mike and I thought it would be wise to come up with an idea that we could follow up in the future and make it into an actual product.
And so we had to get the phase change material, and we were still in our experimental methods class, to make this thing for a proof of concept. So what we ended up doing was going to Walmart and buying canning wax, Gulf wax, and using that, and it was like midnight or something, and I had to go out to Walmart and get this stuff, and I dragged my roommate along, and he was not extremely thrilled about going, but we made the proof of concept, and I actually stapled it together instead of sewing it. So I stapled the prototype together as sort of a mock-up, and that was our proof of concept. It was terrible, but I got the job done for what I needed to do.
On August 30th, 2013, Mike, Herschel, and Jesse took the first steps towards making JavaSkinZ a reality by launching a Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign. They now have only 35 days to raise the $9,500 they need to fund the first production run of JavaSkinZ.
So we're just under 2,500, and it's been 2 weeks, so we're a little bit behind schedule. We should be at 3,800 to be on pace for our goal. The marketing of the Kickstarter campaign has been our biggest challenge so far. Kind of expected it to take off, but it hasn't. I don't know, Kickstarter kind of feels like a club sometimes to me. They like things first, and they like shiny things. And
Well, we're all friends, so it's an interesting office dynamic. It's not. We were friends before we got into it, so it's not like a traditional office. I'll just say that.
I mean, just working with them in general. I mean, Herschel I've worked with a lot in previous classes. Actually, a really lot of classes. So I know how he works, and Mike was my TA. So for a while, I wanted to strangle him. There's times I wanted to hit him with my car, and if I saw him in the parking lot, I probably would have.
I mean, the only conflicts we've had is in what direction do we want our business heading towards, and nothing besides that. So, right, Abby?
Yeah, there are a few hurdles, but we jumped over them.
Like what
It was pretty tiring. They were like about 3 feet high, and you actually jump over them.
Kickstarter really hasn't gone anywhere in the past week. Maybe a couple $100. So right now it's looking like we're not going to meet our Kickstarter. It's looking like we're going to have to go with Plan B, which is finding some outside angel investors to get us the funding that we need.
So we are meeting with one guy called Josh today at 4:30.
Hey Josh, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
These are my business partners. This is Herschel.
Hey Josh. They're all ranging in about between $5,000 to $10,000 worth of investment.
Despite the slow start to Kickstarter, JavaSkinZ might find a new lease on life with the help of an angel investor. However, not everything in JavaSkinZ is running as smoothly as it might seem.
He's the marketing guy. He was supposed to drive traffic to our website. Both of us are engineers. We are more into product development and manufacturing. So we trusted him with the whole marketing thing, and he's probably let us down.
The password for our Facebook page wasn't like JavaSkinZ, like you would expect. No, it was lie, cheat, steal. The best possible password for a new business. You're trying to gain people's trust. Boom, lie, cheat, steal.
Hey, he's a friend, so I feel bad for him. But hey, it's my business. Primarily, at the end of the day, that's more important than my friendship. I can always be friends with them. But if I lose this, I'm going to lose it forever. So this is kind of important.
Still not really doing that well. We're trying to tweet and Facebook raise some awareness on social media, but I think that not having that done in the first place kind of doomed us from the start. I've been trying to keep up with JavaSkinZ, but it's difficult for me and Harshal because me and Harshal are both taking graduate classes and we're both working for our department and we both have a lot of schoolwork. So that has to come first. But we're trying to keep up with JavaSkinZ. This week was particularly busy, so this week was a bit of a slower week.
There's a slim chance that we might pull it off because we have one investor who's willing to put in 3,000.
It's like a 100-yard Hail Mary, basically.
So if we can push up the 3,000 to 6,000, then hopefully we can convince one of our family members to put in the 3,000 and pull it right back out. I would say
If somebody from Jesus tried to pick up Kate Upton, that would probably be about the chances we're talking about.
We jumped the gun by far on Kickstarter. If we would have contacted and built our base up first, we probably could have gotten to where we are.
Let's just say I was misguided into Kickstarter.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
We were late on Kickstarter. You wanted to be there on August 23rd. And anyway.
Let's just say I was misguided. I just called up the other investor and I tried to convince him to fill up the gap. Hopefully if he does, then that'll be great. But I'm just anxious because it's his yes or no that decides our destiny. So.
With a last-minute wave of donations, success is still in reach for the JavaSkinZ Kickstarter. As the last few seconds count down, can they make it?
Yeah, that long shot, that didn't happen.
So it didn't work out.
Our plan B is to slow down a little bit. We brought on another guy to work with us. His name is Josh. He'll be doing sort of a business, finance, marketing, stuff like that. And we're going to get everything in order to make a nice investor presentation and basically get everything to show that we are all ready to make JavaSkinZ and that there's interest for JavaSkinZ, so that way when we go to an investor we can show him that and he'll be more likely to actually invest in the company. We're never going to give up if Kickstarter failed. Even though we assumed that it was going to be successful, we knew that we could fail on it. And so we knew we had to have a plan B.
I believe that it can be a successful company and a successful product. So, I mean, later on down the road, we'll see where it goes.